Yo, so Afrobeat pressure is still going on. Yeah, Charlie, the Afro Nation happened live at Portugal in Europe. Afro Nation happened live in Portugal in Europe. Charlie, the Afrobeat organizers are really doing something good. Yeah, well, we all know Ghana has finally lost Afro Nation, and we don't know when it's coming back. We don't know when it's coming back, but the Afro Nation organizers are still doing something great. Charlie, they are really making sure that the world here of African music. They are making sure that the world here of African music, it doesn't matter the genre that you are doing. Black Sherif is not an Afrobeat musician. He's a hip hop musician, but he was not. He represented Ghana and Africa on the Afro Nation. Yeah, and the Afro Nation team are really doing great. Like I said, touring around the world. Just recently they went the US of A. Now they are in Portugal. I heard they'll be creating Afro Nation India. They've come to Ghana. Very soon they'll be in Nigeria, South Africa, where they are touring around the world to make the world, hear about the progress of African music. That was really positive for the journal. That's really positive for the continent. Cause gone are the days when the world used to have a bad perception about Africa, but now through music, the world are getting to see the better side of Africa. The world are getting to see the positive side of Africa. For instance, Nigeria. Many years ago, like a few years back, we used to know the world had a bad perception about Nigeria. When it comes to this fraud and all those kind of stuff, we all know the bad perception there. But now, due to the likes of P Square, Tubaba, Davido, Wizkid, Burna Boy, Rema, and all these musicians, so they've changed the world's perception about the country totally. They've changed the world perception about the country totally. Yeah, now the moment you hear of Nigeria, you think of entertainment. Go on to Netflix. We see most of the African movies on Netflix are from Nigeria. Go onto YouTube now. They are producing back to back movies, and Charlie, it's really putting their continent on the map. Charlie, they are really working hard, man. They are really working hard, and yeah, Afro Nation, like I said, happened in Portugal, and a whole lot went out. Charlie, it was really fun. Yeah, it was very fun till some unfortunate things happened. Yeah, it was really fun. Charlie, Asake really performed well, but we all saw the unfortunate incident that happened. Yeah, we all saw. But I still wonder how. I still wonder why a man like men from like Asake from Africa have the perception that people are going to grab him whilst he throws himself into the crowd. Charlie, I didn't know where he got that perception from, Charlie. I didn't know where he got that perception. That's the perfect behavior of a black man. I don't believe this will happen, somewhere in the US or something, because there are a lot of shows where you see Lil Wayne and these musicians train themselves into the crowd and they grab them. And I'm not saying it doesn't happen around the world, but Charlie, it doesn't normally happen in Africa. So I think this time around they could have held Ashake as he threw himself into the crowd, but I didn't know why they allowed your man to fall like that, Charlie. Now, and Burna Boy was also around. Ashake was around. Ayra Starr really killed it, Charlie. Ayra Starr really killed it. And we had representatives, Ghana. Black Sherif also representing Ghana, Charlie. He really, killed his performance. When it comes to performance now, among the new, the Gen Zs, among the new chaps, I would say Black Sherif is one of the greatest performers from Ghana. Yeah, you can't speak about performance, but and take away Black Sherif's energy. Charlie, he's really doing something great for Ghana. And some unfortunate thing also happened behind the scene. Behind the stages. We saw Gyakie's manager being assaulted. Like the security men really dealt with Gyakie's manager. I forgot. Yeah, Mirror. That's his name, Manager Miro. That's the name for of Jackie's the songbird. Gyakie the songbird's manager. That's the name of her manager, Miro. And George Britton made a post about what transpired. What caused the fight. And according to George Britton, there were some few quarrels between and if you don't know George Britton is actually the official manager of Camido. Yeah, he's really doing great. Put your hands together for George Britton, Charlie. Yeah, so George Britton did a video and posted and posted like he really said a whole lot. What transpired, what was the cause of the fight between Mirror and the security personnel at the Afro Nation. And I still don't know why people think with their position as managers they can do whatever they want. I don't know why, Charlie. I don't know why some managers or some people with higher ranks in higher positions think with their position they can harass or bully people with it. This is the matter of security, and there is no way these people will let you go scot free without touching you after you hitting, after you punching, after you making the first punch. Charlie, you get called. After you making the first punch, what were you expecting? What were you expecting? Charlie, sometimes we shouldn't try to be savages. We shouldn't try to be savages when it comes to this kind of issues. We should try to respect everybody. We should try to respect authority. I don't know what really caused them the fight, though. I don't really know what really caused the fight. But whatever that happened, like in any case, I think your man shouldn't have throw the first punch. I don't believe these people would have done anything to him if he had respected the rules and regulations there. I don't know. I don't think these people would have done anything wrong to Mirror if he had really comported himself well at the backstage. Like, it was very sad, and I really felt for Gyakie at that moment, because Charlie I don't know what Gyakie would have might have went through after the whole incident. Just imagine you going somewhere with your manager and your manager end up being beaten, and she was even told to leave the scene. She was told to leave the scene because this is not for females, Charlie. This is a male matter. You understand, Charlie? I think sometimes we should all try to obey rules and regulations in our dealings. Wherever we go, we shouldn't try to be savages. We should always watch our tempers and all those kind of stuff. We should be gentle. The show doesn't belong to you. Close the gate. Close the door. What do you want? Let me see the one you picked. Hey, let me see the keys you picked. That's the wrong key. Yeah, sometimes we should avoid being savages. Charlie, we should try to respect authorities wherever we go. Once again, my name is Jimmy Ralph, and you're watching Funtime TV. I want you to subscribe to this channel, like, comment, and always stay connected. I'll be back with more. Shouts to Afrobeat, shouts to African music. Yeah, so Afrobeat, that's what happened at the Afro Nations, Charlie. Fun time.